Hello, good morning. Morning,
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
morning.
sir.
So sorry because I was in another session. Okay, now we'll go for handlers. I've just introduced handler yesterday, but just want to explain some more. Handler in detail. There are a lot of concepts in handler. Let me just start the machine first. Okay, we are discussing handler. What is handler? What are handler? Handlers are types of task. Okay, and handler task will not run until you notified from the main task. So requirements like suppose I've told you if you want to execute a particular task after executing a particular task on a machine successfully. Okay, example like suppose you have installed and started NFS, then you will need to restart AutoFS. Okay, so I've just introduced yesterday. Let's discuss more about it. There are a lot of concepts in that. Let me just open file once again. Look here. Here we have two tasks, right? So first task is installing NFS. Second task is to start NFS service. And third task is okay. Third is these are the two tasks we have in task key under task key. There is one task we wrote under what's the handler key that is for installing AutoFS. Okay, instead what I'll do is I'll just install AutoFS is already installed, right? So let me check AutoFS is no, here it's not available. We have to execute it again. One second. I'll just remove NFS first. I'll just say yum remove. Then only you will understand. Okay, yum remove NFS utils. Okay, NFS is getting removed. Listen well. We are going to test it. Okay. I just want to tell you how exactly this, uh, uh, I mean, uh, handler task is getting executed. Compared to this, imagine there are listen well, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks. There are so many tasks here under task key. These are called main task. 1, 2, 3, 4 main tasks we have. And there is only one handler task. Example, there's only one handler task here. And listen well, this handler task is actually notified from main task 3, main task T3. Getting okay, there is one handler task, 4 main tasks, and handler task is notified from main task T3. So when you execute this play, what will happen? First T1 executes successfully. Second T2 will execute successfully. Third T3 will execute successfully. Okay, will it execute handler task immediately after executing T3? Answer is no. Ansible engine will not execute handler task immediately after executing the task from which you have notified it. It will just put this handler task on pending. Handler task will be executed once your engine finished with all main tasks. Getting that is very important point. Really, it was one interview question. Understand? So you please try to understand. Ansible engine will not execute handler task immediately after executing T3. Okay, handler task will be executed once your engine finished with all main tasks of a particular play. So what will happen? T1 executed, T2 executed, T3 executed, and handler will put on pending. T4 executed. Then finally handler task will be executed. So try to understand. handler task will be always executed once engine finish with all main tasks. That is first point. Second, what if what if T3 failed? T3 failed. Right? Okay, if a task fail, what will happen? Ansible engine, Ansible engine has a default character, default behavior. It will abort complete play. That's all. So if T3 failed, handler will not be executed, and below main task also will not be executed, because handler is actually notified from the failed task. T3 failed. If T3 failed, okay, that is clear, because handler is actually notified from T3. If handler will execute if T3 is executed successfully. Then you can ask a question, Ashraf, what if T4 failed? Because I've told you, right? I've told you Ansible engine will execute all handler tasks once it's finished with all main tasks. So here T4 failed means Ansible engine is not finishing with fourth task, right? Understanding? This case also handler will not be executed. Then you can ask, Ashraf, why? Okay, handler task is notified from T3, right? T3 is successfully finished. T4 only failed. Why it is not executing? You please try to understand the default behavior of Ansible is this. Understand it, but you can overcome this. You can overcome this kind of situation, but you cannot overcome if T3 is failed. T3 failed means notified handler will not execute. But T4 failed, then what will happen? Probably the entire, if T4 is failed, imagine under T4 there is T5 also, imagine T5 also there. So suppose T4 failed, then what will happen? According to the basic or default behavior of Ansible, it will abort complete play. Understanding? So these are really very important. So you please try to understand, if T4 failed, handler will not be executed. If T5 failed, handler will not be executed. If engine wants to execute handler, either it should, Ansible engine should finish all main tasks successfully, or you have to use some key for, to overcome this particular situation. I'll show you both. Look here, I'm going to make little changes. So please keep these three important statements or sentences in mind. It's frequently asking interview question if you're planning to appear for, if you want to attend Ansible interview. Look here, I'm just going to add some more tasks here. I'll just add one or two tasks. Simple task I'll just add, I just want to add a task here. I'll add one task. Task is just to I'll just say stop cron D. Okay, stop cron D, and I'll just say service name of the service is cron D, and state is stopped. Enough. And here install AutoFS. Okay, look here. Now what will happen? First will execute, second task will execute. Okay, we have notified the handler from the second task, but it will not execute handler until it finish with all tasks. Understanding? You just watch this, please. Listen. I'm just going to execute same. Okay, again. Look here. Gathering facts. Okay, one second. One second. Let's BLK. Okay. Mount /dev/sr0/mnt. Execute it again. Gathering facts. In this case, we can stop gathering facts because we didn't use any facts variable in our play. Understanding? So there is no problem for stopping facts gathering. So here facts gathering happening very fast, right? Reason? Okay, virtual machine. Okay, look here. Installing NFS done successfully. Starting NFS. Okay, stop cron D successfully. Finally, see, actually, we have notified this handler task from second task, but handler task executed after finishing every main task, right? Understanding. Now, what I'll do is I'll make little changes again. I'll just remove NFS again. Then only you will understand. NFS I'm removing. Okay, come back to this. I'll make little changes in my script. So installing NFS, starting NFS, let it be like that. And cron D, and I'll make little changes here. What I'll do is I'll just give wrong service name. Okay, wrong service name. I'm giving like this, and here I'm just requesting to start the service. Okay, instead of like, because already installed, right? Again, we don't have to install. So instead, what I'll do is I'll just okay, start it, and if you want, you can give enabled equal to true. Okay, look here. This will finish successfully. Second also will finish successfully. Third one will fail. Let's see what will happen. Okay, I'll just enter. Installing NFS will happen successfully. Starting NFS also will execute. Cron D. Look here. Handler didn't run. It's showing in, okay, installing, okay, didn't run. Understanding. So finally, okay, look here. Actually, we have notified handler task from this. Okay, second task. Second task runs successfully. Okay, even if it successfully, even though it executed successfully, this is not executed reason. Okay, the one of the main tasks failed. Okay, handler is not executed because one of the main tasks failed. How to overcome? You can overcome this by using a special key. I'll remove again. Okay. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just use an extra key here. That is force underscore handlers. Force underscore handlers. Just to give yes, true, anything. I'll give yes. Force underscore handlers. Let's see again. Look here. First executed successfully. Second also will execute successfully. Third will fail. Okay. Okay, third is failed, but handler runs successfully, right? Handler runs successfully. Understanding. What is that? What was handler task to start AutoFS? Check system CTL status. Okay, AutoFS. See, running. Understanding. So next, I just want to. I'll show you one more thing here. I'll just stop AutoFS. I'll stop AutoFS. I'll say system CTL. Okay, stop AutoFS. Stopped. Check the status. Okay, not running. Okay, come back to this. And here, I try to understand. Look here, I'll just open it again. What's the current status of server B? NFS already installed. We didn't remove it, okay? This time we are not removing. NFS installed successfully. Okay, NFS is there. And NFS is started already, right? Check NFS is started or not. System CTL status NFS server, right? Running. Okay, it's running. Showing exited, but running. Come back to this and look here. So this will run successfully, but changes will not happen because already installed. This also will run successfully. Changes will not happen because already started. Okay, and this will fail. This will fail. But even if this failed, what will happen? This should be executed because we have added force handlers here, right? Getting. So let me just run. Let's see handler will run or not. Okay, handler we have already stopped it, right? AutoFS is already stopped. AutoFS is already stopped. Come back to this, run it again. I'm running again. Look here. First one, idempotent. Second, idempotent. Third, failed. handler is not executed? We have already added force handler, right? Force handler. Look here, this is successfully executed, but changes not happen because already NFS is already installed. This particular task also executed successfully, but changes not happen because already running. And this is the main task from which we notified the handler. Handler didn't run. Okay, you might tell, it's because of task fourth, okay, third task failed, but we have already added what? We have already added force handler, so it should run. Why it didn't run? Any idea? Why handler is not run? Handler didn't run. Any idea? Please try. Or if I want to repeat it, I can repeat. Or you say, yes, we have understood. Okay. If you have any answer, you can just try to tell. Why handler task didn't run? Okay, it was supposed to run. We have added, force handler. Okay, yes, so it should run. And also the task from which we have notified handler run successfully. Here problem is, what problem is, look at this. Okay, from which task you are notifying handler? Second task. What is the duty of second task? Starting NFS. Okay, so this runs successfully on server B, but NFS was already started on it. So run successfully, but changes didn't happen. So if the notified handler wants to run, if the notified handler wants to run, from which task you are notifying, that task must make changes. Understand? That task must make changes, then only the notified handler will run. Let me show you an example. NFS is already installed. I'm just going to stop, NFS. I'm just going to stop NFS service. I'll just stop NFS service. Stop NFS. Stop. Check the status of NFS now. NFS is not, okay, running. Now I'll run this, I'll run this script again. Just run again. Look here. First will run in idempotent. Second task will make changes because starting. Third, see, handler is running. So handler task will run. Okay, handler task will run if the task from the main task which you notify handler make changes on machine. Okay, make proposed changes on machine. Then only the handler task will be running. So this is all about handlers. Okay, so if you please check, if you check any of the large projects, large projects, Ansible projects in GitHub or Ansible Galaxy, in most of the projects, handlers are really used. So handler is important really. Okay, it is always used. Okay, so please try to practice well. Handler is finishing here. I should move to next one, that is block. Okay, there are some keys actually. Okay, there is something called block, and there is another key, rescue. Okay, and there is another key, always. I should teach these three keys. Okay, first I'll teach block key. Later I'll teach you all three keys at once. Okay, and also ignoring task failure already explained yesterday in yesterday's example. That register variable example we have used we have used a key ignore task. Okay, I mean ignore errors. Ignore errors key is used to ignore the task failure. Example. Okay, there are three tasks: task 1, task 2, task 3. Task 2 will fail, or you have doubts. I mean like we can anticipate, right? Sometime at task, if task fails, what will happen? Next task will not be executed. Understanding? So if you want to execute the next task, if the previous task failed, you can use ignore errors key. Ignore errors key we have discussed and we have used yesterday, so I will not repeat it. So next I'm just going to show you one more example. Okay, with condition. Okay, some condition we can use. I just want to show you like how do we use block. Okay, block is actually normally used. I've told you initially. Okay, suppose if you want to keep a normally we use conditions and loop in task. Okay, in task, right? Okay, it is task scope understanding. Okay, conditions are normally scope in particular task. Understand? So if you want to use same condition for multiple tasks, you can use this. I'll show you a simple example for uh, installing two applications. Installing two applications. Okay, let's try simple example to understand. I just want to install two applications in machine. Example HTTPD and Nginx. Okay, check RPM -Q Nginx not installed. Okay, HTTPD not installed. So let me just write a simple script just to say vim block.yml. Server B tasks. First task name is installing. M module is used. Okay, I forgot. I have a condition here. I have a condition. Condition is when Ansible underscore distribution. Okay, is equal to CentOS. This is my condition. I have same condition even for the second task also. I have same condition even for second task. Okay, for second task also I have same condition. So this is really difficult, right? Okay, we are writing script to save time. Okay, if you have, just imagine you want to run 100 tasks, the same condition. So instead of mentioning condition in each task, what we do is we will use block key and we keep a common condition. You can keep a common condition for multiple tasks with the help of block key. How? So instead of mentioning like this, what I'll do is I'll just remove this particular line, this condition I'll remove. I've removed condition. I'm just going to add block key here. Block key is used. And just to keep proper indentation, I'm just going to indent. And common condition. Look here. Block. Block is used to keep common condition for multiple tasks. So this is again time saving. Instead of typing particular task, sometimes you particular condition, sometimes you may have multiple conditions, understanding. So you can save time, understanding. That's the purpose. Even for copy paste also we need time, right? So block is used to keep common tasks, so common condition for multiple tasks. Okay, so I'll just try to execute. This is a main use of block key, nothing else. Let me just try to execute it. Ansible -playbook block.yaml. Just enter. So installing Nginx HTTPD based on condition. So we put common condition. Successfully done. Condition is true. Send operating system. So installation happens successfully. Next thing, I will show you some different example for it. Okay, block key, rescue, and always. Imagine you are writing. I've never done this example, okay, in real time. So let me just tell you. Imagine you got a task. Task is you just want to patch a machine, maybe patch an operating system or application, or okay, patch a machine means patching operating system only, but I'm just giving an example. Patching, you can patch BIOS, you can patch kernel, you can patch application, you can patch operating system also. Suppose you got you have got a task, okay, task to write, uh, you must write a script, Ansible script, to patch Linux operating system, okay, CentOS or Red Hat. Okay, so you have to write a script for patching a Linux operating system. Imagine task one. Okay, in task one you will write script for, code for patching task one. So if in task 2, what you will do, you will write task 2 is, if patching is successful, what should happen? Restart server. You will write a code for restarting server. But there is a chance for failing the patching process, right? Okay, so I didn't have much experience in patching Linux, but I know how to patch, but I didn't have any real-time experience. But Windows, I'll tell you, is a headache. Patching Windows server is, Windows operating system is headache. We are not talking about, I'm not saying about personal computer, okay, client operating system. Just to think about server operating system, it is really headache. We always encounter, okay, confront with errors, 100%. Okay, so anyway, I've got, because I have good experience on it. I've used HCCM, okay, Big Fix, as well as WSCS also in real time. So always we get this, some errors. Anyway, that's not our discussion. So there's a chance for errors. There's a chance for errors. Okay, what if there is an error? So I'm writing, so T3 is for restarting. Okay, if what if failed, what if failed, so that is I'm writing in T2 is for rollback rollback rollback. So writing 3 tasks. First task is for patching operating system, example. Okay, second task is for rollback, third task is for restarting server. So if you write like this, what will happen? A problem, right? Just imagine it will patch. After first task, it will go for the second task. It will roll back. So after patching successfully, rolling back, restarting, no use, right? It will it's like a loop understanding, no use. So what you have to do is, okay, we have to use proper keyword for this too. Okay, make understand Ansible engine how to execute these tasks. So here what I'll do is I'll just use a key block. So block key is actually multi-purpose. Okay, block key. Under block key there is one task. Okay, that is for patching. Okay, and below I'll use another key, that is rescue key. Under rescue key I have a task. Okay, that is T2, and purpose is rolling back. Rollback means if failed, what should happen? Roll back. Okay, next key is what? Always key. So under always key I have T3. What is T3? Restarting. Look here. So block key contain one task. That task will be always executed. This task will always execute. If you want to execute any task, always, okay, you can just keep under the block. So the task which you have mentioned in block key will be always executed. Rescue key task will be executed if block key task is failed. Rescue key task will be executed if block key task is failed. Suppose this is failed, patching is failed. Patching is failed in the sense, what happened? 50% of patch process finished. And after that you got some error. then what? Okay, better we want to roll back it. Better we want to roll back it. So then if this is failed, this will execute. But always key task will be executed always. Suppose block key task executed successfully, then rescue key will not be executed. It will execute always because after installation patching we have to restart. Okay, so block key task is failed to execute, then rescue key will be executed after. Okay, rollback also we want to restart. So this is okay, and best example. Okay, I can't show an example, that BIOS patching and all. I've just tried with BIOS patching. I've told you, right, I'm not working on, Ansible. I'm trying, understanding. I'm not working on Ansible. So I've never done, BIOS patching. I've tried once. I got, it's, and ended in some problems. After that, I didn't try. Okay. So in personal machine, BIOS patching only I've tried. But complete codes are really available in GitHub. I've, taken code from the GitHub, customized. Okay, some problem happened in customization because the key was really huge. Code was huge. Okay, so after that I didn't try, but it's possible. Okay, try to understand possible. There are people, flashing the routers BIOS, routers firmware. Understand router Cisco routers firmware. I know the person. Understanding he's really managing routers firmware and this switches, firewalls, Cisco. Understanding. So it's possible. Okay, but you can try it. After that, I didn't try because first of all there is no time. That is the one. Okay, first problem. You try it. Okay, complete code is available in GitHub as well. I think even it is available in available in Ansible Galaxy also. Try it once. Okay, nothing. Take complete code, copy the complete code, or it's available for download also. Really, you can download either in Windows or Linux. If it is in Windows, okay, it will be RAR file. If it is Linux, it will be GZ file. You can just extract it. Okay, you can. I'll show you how do we take code from Ansible Galaxy. Understand? GitHub is not our, our, discussion. That is later. Okay, suppose if you're planning to go for DevOps and all, you must learn GitHub well because that is very important for DevOps. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll show you simple example only, very simple example, not patching and all, simple like starting service or something, just for understanding. I'll just play with services. That's enough, just for understanding. Okay, I'll just start with block. Sorry. Press Q. Okay, so let's try. Now here we have mentioned proper name of the service cron D. So this probably, I mean, this task will be executing successfully. Then this will not be executed. Always will execute always. Okay, and next execution we will make little changes and try. Okay, I'll teach you how do we get code from Ansible Galaxy. Okay, please wait. First task will execute successfully. That is a block. See, cron D successfully executed. So what happened? Okay, the task which is available in always executed directly. The task which is available under rescue is not executed. Okay, next what I'll do is I'll make little changes here. I'll just give wrong service name here. Wrong service name. Then first task will fail to execute. Then look here, first task will get okay, will not be executed. See, execute. Okay, 1 second. Cron D also execute. Sorry. Spelling mistake. Request service crony. Oh, crony D. Sorry, crony D. Okay, no, not crony D. First will fail. Second will execute. Okay, third also executed. Clear? So this is what. Okay, best example for just for understanding. Okay, just example to understand this concept. Next, we will move to the sixth chapter. Sixth chapter is file handling. So you have a okay. You can ask if any doubts, please. Next is sixth chapter. This is very interesting, very simple chapter, file handling. Handling files with Ansible. So very programming language like C. In C we had file handling. Java we had. In Python we have file handling. Understanding same way. Okay, you can handle the file by even by using any scripting tools also. Like by using shell you can handle what file. By using Ansible also you can handle files. So chapter name is handling file by using Ansible with Ansible. In this I have to teach you how do we manage configuration files or regular files by using Ansible Ansible script. So we are going to use Ansible script to manage regular or configuration files. To manage regular files, we don't use Ansible script and all, but we always use Ansible script to manage configuration file. So I'll tell you. Okay, in this we have to learn file module which we have already learned, copy module which we have already learned, fetch module we have already learned. I have to teach you how to line in file module. This is new. Okay, next is block in file module. This is new. Okay, and stat module. These are the modules I should explain in this. I think first three are already explained and used many times. Okay, we have used file module. File module is used to create file, empty file, empty directory recursively, and also you can create links, soft and hard links can be created by using file module. Copy module is used to copy a file from or any object file or directory from control node to multiple managed host. Okay, multiple managed host, control node to managed host. Also, copy module can be used to create a file with content. We have learned, we have used multiple times, so I will not repeat it. Next is fetch module. Fetch module is used to fetch file from multiple, one or more managed host to control node. If you want to, okay, fetch any file or directory from one or more managed host to control node, we use fetch module. So these three modules we have really learned well. If you want, if you have any doubt, you can ask me to repeat. I can repeat, it's not a problem. But we are going to learn three new things. One is line in file, block in file, start. Okay, status, that is stat. So let me show you one good example. Okay, I'll just come back to my, look here. I have two managed host. So if you try to install any application on these managed host will happen, right? I'll just remove remove AutoFS httpd nginx-y. Installing three applications at once, all installed. Sorry, not installing, removing. Okay, rpm-q AutoFS, not there. Now I'm just giving a command, install AutoFS, then AutoFS will get installed, right? You know why? Because there is a local repository in this machine. Okay, I'll just say cd/etc/em.repos.d ls. There is a local repository as well as configuration file is available here. If you just say like install AutoFS, AutoFS installation will happen, no doubt, clear. The same thing is possible here. Okay, if you just say install AutoFS, AutoFS installation will happen. So here also just to go to cd/etc/em.repos.d, you can see there is a configuration file. I'm just going to remove this configuration file. Okay, removed. ls file is not available. Okay, here also I'm just going to remove rm-f file is not available, removed. ls file is not available. If you just say yum install AutoFS-y, no, installation will not happen. It says there are no enabled repository configuration files available here. Okay, just to say yum install AutoFS-y, same thing. Okay, now I'll just come back to workstation. I'm planning to create, okay, I have local repository on both machine. I just want to create repository configuration file on both machine with the help of Ansible script. Okay, here VTM at 123. I'm just planning to create a file first. Okay, what is first thing? You have to create a file. You have to create a file on both machines, and you have to enter some lines of contents. You know that contents, something related to your config, repository details. Listen well. So if you want to, let me show you how do we create a file first. Okay, so I'm just going to write a small script which will create a file and enter block of lines to the file, Okay, vim, I'll just say repo.yml. Sorry, creating repo config files. Okay, and I'll say host sales department task. First task is for creating repo repo file. Okay, file module is used. Okay, you're going to create a file. So first you have to give the path. We have used this many times. Okay, path slash etc slash em dot repos dot d. Okay, in this you want to create a file name should be okay soft dot repo. This is what I want to create. And if you want, you can give owner, default owner is root. If you want, I'll just you can give any user anyway. I'm simply giving group means group owner. We have studied this. Okay, I'm giving root, same thing here. And mode, okay, mode is for what? Permission, right? Mode is for permission. And you can just say state touch means we are creating empty file on sales department machine. File name should be soft.repo, path should be etcm.repos.d, user owner, group owner, permissions, everything clear. The file will be created. What is next? Next is I just want to add block of lines to this file because we are creating configuration. Okay, I mean configuration file for the repository, so that should have the settings. Okay, so adding block of lines. Okay, and first what you have to do is you have to give the okay name of the what's the name of the name of the module. Okay, module name should be given here. So which module we are planning to use? We are planning to use block in file because we want to add multiple line. If you want to add only one line, 9 line in file is enough. But I want to add multiple lines, so I'll just use block in file module. Block in file. Okay, block in file is used to add multiple lines to the file. So first thing you have to mention the path of the file. So here we are using path of the file twice. You could declare a variable, right? Listen, I'm just going to declare a variable here. I'll just say vars. Okay, and variable name path. Okay, let me just copy this. Prefer the variable. Understanding. Same way, you can refer variable here because we are using this particular value twice, and that is really huge, right? Huge value. So you can do like this path. They'll just say I want to add block of lines, right? Block of lines. So you have to give like this block of lines and just to put a okay. What is like sorry, block of lines you have to put here one pipe symbol, and you can add blocks here. Okay, right? So we add first it should be ID of the repository. Next, name of the repository. Name of the repository is app repo. Example, okay, app repo. And enabled, it should be enabled 1. Sorry, should be equal to, okay, equal to 1. Next is base URL equal to, I'll just give file // okay, mnt slash upstream. Next is gpg check equal to 0. So I want to copy these lines again because I have 2 repositories. So 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 yy, copy it, just come down, and I'll just paste here, paste. I'll customize later. I'll just give 2, and name of the repo should be always unique. So I'll just say OS repo, and path base URL should be unique. So this is okay. We have learned this well. Okay, so I'm not explaining much. Base OS finish. So finally, what you have to do is you have to say state. This is not mandatory. Present, because default is present. State present means creating. If you want to delete, absent. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask. I'll just try to execute this. I think it's clear, so I'll just execute playbook and what's the name we have given? Repo. Listen. Oh. Finish. Come to server. Just tell us software repo. Cat software repo settings are available. Come to this. Okay, ls software repo. Cat software repo available. Try to install. Okay, try to install yum install AutoFS by installing, understanding. So it's really so simple, understand. So now we have created simple configuration file for a repository. Same way you can manage anything and everything. If you want to edit your Oracle DB application settings or SSHD application settings or anything possible. So, okay, just, I've given an example. There are so many interesting things we can do. You please try to understand. You can add a line to an existing file. You can remove a line. You can replace a line, replacing a line. You can modify a line. Okay, you can remove, you can insert a line after and before a particular expression. Everything's are possible. Okay, so we will do remaining practices tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, because I just want to go to office little early today. So tomorrow we'll finish what? Sixth chapter. It's very small. Please check the textbook. You can realize it's very small chapter, but interesting, very important. After this, I've told you, like if you want, I can give you from today. I can really give you some, task. You can just try to solve yourself. Okay, some task. Just try to solve yourself. It's really coding is very interesting if you're passionate. Okay, I'm very bad in this. Like my background is diploma in computer science, polytechnic diploma in computer science. So we have learned so many languages like programming languages, Java, and we have learned even this C language, C sharp, and we had .NET as a extra add-on course. But I was not interested those days in programming, so that's the reason I moved to I've moved to this system side. But realize now I'm thinking we could have to go for coding only. Coding has really more demand and good payment compared to all others. Understanding. Now I'm really very interested in, okay, especially I'm teaching PowerShell. PowerShell, like it's very interesting and difficult. If your understanding is very interesting, again, almost 95% of the duties, day-to-day duties are really automated. Not alone, there was one, like a senior also. We both, automated most of the work. So it's interesting. So what I'm saying is just practice. If you need task, I can start to give from today. Okay, from sixth chapter, we can do some task ourselves. We can try to do some tasks. I'll give only questions. You have to read question and try to write the code. Okay. So that's all. We will meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish sixth chapter. Okay, Manohar. Manohar. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What help you need to set up lab? Right. You want to set up lab, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you didn't set up lab so far because the course is almost finished. Maybe in next 5 days course will finish. Then how you were practicing this? You might be remembering in every session. I mean every batch. When I start batches, I usually tell, you know what? Set up the lab first. Lab is important. How you do you think you can practice everything if you set up lab today? I don't think I can help you to set up. That's not a problem. So did you watch a video? Did you went through a video which I have shared in group for setting up lab?
Yes, sir. I
Can you,
have that, but I have some error. That's what I'm asking.
okay,
I already
so
shared the errors.
errors.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So are you available at 3 p.m. today? Will you be available?
Okay, sir. I will arrange that.
Please remind me at 3 o'clock and I can connect.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Please install UltraViewer application just for access, remote access.
Sir, everything are installed, but when I'm completing that, I got some errors. That's what I'm struggling.
Okay. Okay. I'll help today. Sure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
that's all. Yeah. Thanks to all. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.